What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update and related news report. And we have some good news from Joe Biden and the Democrats, and also some pretty decent news from the Republicans. I'm going to give you all the details of it regarding the second stimulus check and the second stimulus package, what to expect going forward in this video. But first, don't forget to give this video a like down below. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future stimulus check videos. My wife and I do all the research for you every single day, and we bring you all the information in a quick, concise video. Okay, I have several different pieces of information to go over with you guys regarding the second stimulus check, new stuff that has come out. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, first up, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has now officially taken on the role as the lead person, the lead negotiator, the lead person for the next stimulus package for the Republicans, as the White House is focusing on the election, which rightfully so, they probably should be. So they have now put Mitch McConnell in charge of the next stimulus package negotiations. Now, if you've been a subscriber of my channel, you already knew that this was going to happen several days ago, and the mainstream media is just picking it up now. Of course, if you've been watching my show, I typically bring you all the information before it really gets out and really starts to spread, and almost like crushing the virus. But as I reported to you a few days ago, that the real power of the stimulus check negotiations, the stimulus package, everything involved in that has now shifted to Mitch McConnell in the Senate, and the White House has now officially appointed him as the main person on the Republican team. It's no longer Steve Mnuchin and Mark Meadows, at least for the time being. And on the Democratic team, Nancy Pelosi is still there, but really the new head honcho for the Democrats is Joe Biden. We're going to get to some new information regarding Joe Biden here and stimulus checks in just a moment. Now, some people think having Mitch McConnell in charge of this is a good thing. Some people are a little scared. Let's talk about why. Number one, a good thing for Mitch McConnell is he typically gets things done, okay? He passes bills quickly. He puts bills out there and has them voted on quickly. He's not the type of guy that goes through 2 or 3 month negotiations, aka Nancy Pelosi, over stimulus check negotiations. Mitch McConnell is more the type of guy to put bills out there, have them voted on right away, and then see where we stand. Also, Mitch McConnell is the person and the team who drafted the first stimulus check bill where you got your actual stimulus check of $1,200 and $500 for dependents. That came from Mitch McConnell. That was drafted from Mitch McConnell and Mitch McConnell's team of writers, okay? So that first stimulus check actually came from Mitch McConnell and his team. A lot of people don't really realize that. A lot of people, kind of know him for these skinny bills that he's tried to pass recently. And honestly, I can't, and again, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, but I can't really blame him for trying to do that. One of them had a stimulus check, one of them had unemployment, and the other one had money for small businesses through the PPP program and money for schools and hospitals, okay? He tried to pass 3 different skinny bills, and the Democrats voted them all down. The reason he tried to do that is, well, because Nancy Pelosi was not just agreeing to anything. She was saying, you got to take this huge, massive bill, which Republicans are typically against. And if you don't take this big, massive bill, then you're going to get nothing. So as they were trying to do the negotiations between Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi to pass that large stimulus check and that large stimulus package, Mitch McConnell was like, well, that team's already working on that. Let's try to pass some smaller bills. One of them had a check. One of them had unemployment money. One of them had money for small businesses. He tried 3 different times with 3 different bills. And of course, we know the Democrats voted all 3 of them down. So you can't really blame the guy for trying. Everybody wants to remember the one bill that didn't have a stimulus check. But remember, he tried with 3 different bills. One had a check. One had unemployment. And it's just like he was just trying to pass anything. So the other good thing is Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden have a long-standing relationship, and a lot of people actually consider them friends. I mentioned in one of my other videos that when Joe Biden's son died, Mitch McConnell was the only Republican at all to show up to the funeral to support Joe Biden. They have a long, long history of working together for decades. But between the two of them, it's probably like over 50 years combined working together. So they have a long history of working together. And also, Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell are known as basically like get it done now type of people. In fact, Joe Biden really doesn't communicate very well through like text messaging and stuff like that. Some of his aides say he's a get on the phone type of person. And Joe Biden has always had a history of when he gets you on the phone, it's basically, let's discuss the details right now and let's do it right now. It's not like the negotiations that kind of a lot of people have been tired of, because those negotiations with Nancy Pelosi have been strung along forever. And well, that might have just been part of the plan of Nancy Pelosi because she didn't want a stimulus check to go out with President Trump's name on it. Those were actually her exact words, that she didn't want a stimulus check to go out before the election with Trump's name on it. So now that the election is over, we're starting to see a push from both Mitch McConnell. The first thing he said in his inauguration speech of being reelected as a senator was their first number one focus is going to be pass stimulus now. It's the number one priority of the Senate. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you what Joe Biden said today. And I need to preface this a little bit because a lot of people are like, well, Joe Biden's not the president now. He's not the president until January 20th of 2021. And yes, that's true, but it's not really true because Joe Biden has now become, just like Mitch McConnell has become, Joe Biden is now the leader of the Democrats, just like Mitch McConnell has become the leader of the Republicans, okay? So Nancy Pelosi, who is the Speaker of the House, and actually the person in power right now, knows that Joe Biden, barring, the Trump lawsuits and overturning, I mean, Trump's got to overturn like 4 or 5 states to be able to win the election. That's a long jump to make. It's possible, but it's a very high, steep mountain to overcome because even if he overcomes one, it's not enough. He needs to overcome like 4 or 5 states. So they're preparing Joe Biden to come in. So Nancy Pelosi already knows that Joe Biden is going to be the top dog. And she's already rolled out the red carpet, I call it, for him. She knows that he's basically in charge of the Democrats. So even though Joe Biden's not in office yet, remember, a bill has to pass the House and the Senate, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell no longer really has anybody to tell him what to do, although he typically is a lone wolf and has been working by himself. He wasn't working on the stimulus package, but now he is. But President Trump in the White House is pretty much busy with the re-election campaign, all the lawsuits and all this stuff. So they've just put Mitch McConnell in this, and they're just like, hey, have at it. If you come with a deal, then bring it to us and we'll talk about it then. Then the president can just sign it. I personally don't think there's any way he won't want to sign it, especially because we've already heard several different people say that if Trump does lose this election, that he will be running again for re-election in 2024. So the last thing he's going to want to do is veto a stimulus bill for, the entire country and then say, oh, by the way, I'll be up for re-election again in 4 years. Everybody will remember that. He won't do that. And in fact, if he did do that, the stock market would crash and the economy would crash, and that would still be on his watch. That would still be before January 20th. So there's just, in my personal opinion, there's no way that Trump is going to veto a bill. So, long story short, Joe Biden has all the power of the Democrats. Basically, him and Nancy Pelosi are already working together to bring the next stimulus package. And what they're saying is before the end of the year, and then another one when Joe Biden comes into office in January. Let me show you. Okay, this is from today. Joe Biden says people need virus relief right now as Republican and Democrats' divisions hold up a stimulus package and $1,200 checks. President-elect Joe Biden urged lawmakers to quickly pass a virus relief package on Tuesday, saying people and small businesses are in immediate need of federal assistance. Quote, one of the urgent things that needs to be done is people need relief right now, Biden said in a press conference. Right now, small businesses, people who are about to be evicted from their homes because they can't pay their mortgage, and unemployment insurance. He warned that a, quote, failure to provide cash-strapped state and local governments with additional money could lead to layoffs of first responders and firefighters. Quote, I would hope that the president at least has the sensitivity and knowledge to know that a lot of people are in real trouble right now, between now and the time we get sworn in. Biden says that both Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi know my views and indicated that he's been communicating with them on the next stimulus package or economic relief planning. As you can see here, Democrats are pressing for at least $2 trillion in further spending to send another wave of $1,200 direct payments and to reinstate the $600 federal unemployment benefits, among other relief efforts. Both McConnell and Pelosi have indicated in the past that they support a second round of stimulus checks. Now, those words were from today from Joe Biden that they want to pass a stimulus check before they come into office in January because, I mean, obviously everybody knows that we need it. And it's not just, I mean, it's everybody. It's the American people, it's the small businesses, it's the entire economy, it's, money for crushing the virus. They, what? She said, oh God, in the background. By the way, tomorrow's a special day for my wife. I'll be telling you more about it in the next video. Also, I need to tell you about a new mortgage and rental relief program for all of Virginia. It's called the Virginia RMRP. If you just Google Virginia RMRP, they will literally help you pay your mortgage and rent in the entire state of Virginia. You go to this website here, just Google Virginia RMRP. If you or anybody you know is from Virginia, they will help you pay your rent and mortgage going forward. Now, this is just for people from the state of Virginia. If you've been watching the show, I've had dozens of other states and cities and counties that are passing mortgage and rental relief and stimulus checks to their counties or to their states. I will be having more for you guys. I try to get at least one new state or one new large area that I find out about per day for you guys. So this is for the state of Virginia. I will be having more coming out for you. So make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned, because if you or anybody you know is from one of these areas, it just might mean thousands of dollars for you in the form of stimulus or mortgage and rental assistance. Also, if you know of any other programs in any other states, comment them down below in the comments and upvote them with a thumbs up so that we can read about them and I can share it with you for upcoming videos. Don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos, and share this video on Facebook and with your friends and family so that others can get the word out and we can share this information of what will be coming out going forward. You can click on this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.